All right, good morning, whoever's out there. Probably nobody at the moment. Market's not looking super hot. Reversed, well, every day. Every day since that big green day, we've had reversals to the downside. Even today on the intraday chart on Tesla, which has earnings coming up, looks pretty ominous. NQ intraday looks almost as ominous. I am. Yeah, Bitcoin's going up. Snap's up 23%. Damn. We liked Snap too. Apparently, we didn't like Snap enough. It's up 23% today. Yeah. 23%. Good God, man. Look at that. All-time high breakout. We discussed that yesterday. Apparently, not enough. So I guess the question is, we'll see how Snap deals with the opening of the market, as that's up pretty big. Twitter up 5%, same, and also Facebook, same industry group as Snapchat. Winnebago, if you saw, they were looking pretty good. INSG, Donkey Kong up a little bit. How about to the downside here? These are all on the actionable list, by the way. Work, Netflix, iRobot lower by amounts. Everything else is kind of in between. In between range or not moving. Amazon flat, Tesla flat, Square flat, Zoom flat. What's up, Rob? If I didn't say that, because I don't know what I'm doing this morning. Man, I am lazy. I gotta say, I am freaking lazy. I gotta get unlazy. Majorly. Freaking majorly. Bitcoin's rallying today too. GBTC's probably up a good amount. So we're up at 1387 from 1331. It's gonna make right up 97%. 392 from 354. So that's up here. That's why I'm telling you guys, man. That's why I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to not be stupid. Try not be stupid. It's hard. It's really hard. So much for me to get sidetracked by. All right, let's go back to. Yeah, I need to like reset everything. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like where I'm at, man. I don't like it. I'm not systematic enough with my trading. I still don't have stupid Pi method done. And I love Pi method. Could blame it on the kids at home for school. I could blame it on a lot of stuff, but it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. Just ain't done. That's the problem. Anyway, market pretty flat this morning. Going to open it under a minute. I want to find a way to systematically do some stuff, but I got to get Pi method done first. And then I may have to circle back to trade triggers. I'm going to have to reevaluate what I want to do. Yeah, market very flat, 0.03, 0.05. Not even messing with 0.2. Like, yeah, 0.2, yeah, it's too much. We're not going to go that far. All right. Riot blockchain 10%. Snapchat killing it this morning, 22%. People are using that thing still, apparently. Trade Desk, JD. It's not what just happened. What just happened? All right. There's JD getting good. One of the worst shakeouts I've been involved with recently. saving grace was a pretty small position size. Well, it wasn't that small, but wasn't near a full. But it's about a third of a position, which still hurts. All right, NQ flat today. Tesla popping up here. GBTC having a good day. Actually, you know what I was looking at? Let's go back to Bitcoin for a second. Yeah, we may get a follow-through day today. Is it going to be over that prior high? If it is going to be over that prior high. Same thing we talked about yesterday in the power hour. Litecoin 8%. Geesh. All right. That's a change in behavior. Bitcoin Cash. We got all the Bitcoin derivatives going today. I didn't realize that. All right. That could be interesting. Very interesting. So Tesla has earnings today. Things are nuts. I have way too much Tesla. Don't know what I'm thinking. Part of the reason why I'm kind of down on myself today, I guess, if you will. JD looking great. JD looking super yesterday with a increased volume day. Not near a pocket pivot, but definitely an increased volume day. Yesterday looking pretty good. Today continuing. Snapshot stuck at 22%. Right, and then Twitter's up at 6. So Twitter getting close. Oh, no, it's not getting close. It's at 50. 75 is the all-time high. So still quite a ways to go to all-time highs there. Facebook's up a little bit. Concert with Snapchat. Beyond Meat moving up with Snapchat for some reason. Beyond Meat, small consolidation. Very nice. Very nice. Can you have too much Tesla? When you trade options, you can. You trade options, you can have too much anything. But Emery, actually, Tesla, Elon announced that they popped out full self-driving in beta version. So Beyond Meat to the 20-day on very low volume. I kind of like that. It's not the biggest drop of all time, but it's a drop out of a cup that could be interesting for sure. So Beyond Meat trying to get going this morning. D-Dog, NVIDIA, Amazon, iRobot. Geesh. Ellie, where are you? Oh, they had earnings. That's right. That's right. The good old earnings gamble. Not paying off for iRobot, paying off for Snapchat. 24% now. Work down 7. They already had earnings. They didn't like it. Came back up. Sold it off again. Oddly enough. Netflix down 5. Oh, that's chart pattern's looking a little more long term now, isn't it? Undercutting the 50-day moving average today. ANIC, BLFS, UAL. KG looking the wrong direction. AMD pretty stagnant. Just been stagnant. Earnings in a week. Earnings in a week. All right, Zoom trying to bounce back after a deep decline of yesterday. Actually, I think I completely exited that position too. Yeah, I did. I have a lot more cash this morning. It's like LVGOs. Pretty positive here today. Okay. All right. I like this look from EVGO. How's volume? Not good. Candle good. Volume not good. Definitely needs some more to step in. NIO. That is not NIO. That's you. Actually, not looking too bad down here. Shoot, what was the one I was just looking at? NIO, wasn't it? NIO, beautiful. Very nice. Very, very nice NIO. A little bit of volume this morning. Needs some more. We've already closed that first 5-minute candle, and volume not quite here today. D-Dog, SPCE, Roku, Amazon, Nvidia playing up there still. EXPI 1.76 to the downside. Looks like finally correcting some. Peloton still trying to kill it. A very small consolidation on Peloton right here. Very small. It's the first one it's had since the break up here at 100. Up to 134 with a quickness. If you look at this run, got a little bit choppy after it consolidated. But I can't say the consolidation is very bad. Can't say that at all. Looking quite good. That was that test trade on Peloton ended up being a normal trade. Just a very small position size. Got out a double on that one. Super bullishness works sometimes. Worked on RH too. RH topped out a little bit up here though. You can see the difference in angle of momentum. All right, how's JD doing? Trying to get up? How's volume? Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So not much has changed except for Bitcoin getting frisky. Got the NASDAQ popping up now, 0.35, which is pretty nice. There's a debate tomorrow night. WEI. Not aware of why unusual market activity. There's nothing on that one? Not seeing company specific news. Up 160% for the session. It's apparently a financial stock. Oh, it's an ADR. All right. How's Snap doing? Looks like it's enjoying its gap. That is a huge gap. Yeah, they try to rationalize every move. And it kind of makes sense in the stock market. You have so much information out there that why something moves sometimes can play a fairly important role. But what's up, Mel? I know Bitcoin doing good stuff today. Yeah, we're getting our follow through day today over the top there. Everything going according to plan, whatever that plan is. Are you 50x long, Mel? Litecoin 10%, man. Litecoin outperforming Bitcoin for the first time in a long time. Not sure if it's gonna get going though. Even Bitcoin, all the Bitcoin derivatives are going today. All of them. Yeah, there you go, BTC. Yeah, we got that Riot trade, Mel, that I don't know if you were on the stream for. I think we talked about that a little bit. Yeah, that Riot trade. We had that somewhere. I don't remember exactly when we started talking about that, but this range is from 271 to 4 on Riot, which is usually outperforms BTC. Yeah, this thing topped out at the bubble up here at it was like 48 or something, 45. So I'm not sure if we're gonna quite get that high, but if we go past 20K, 25, 30K, you'll see this thing start to make some huge moves. Absolutely massive moves. Yeah, GBTC also. Um, yeah, volume's a little suspect, but you got to go with the moves when they're there. Yeah, I think we may get that follow through day today, which is excellent. 4.3. Probably get it by the power hour. Yeah. You busy today, Mel? We never got a chance to chat yesterday. How's Zoom doing there? Pretty good. JD. Peloton. Livongo 3%. All right. Go Livong. Let's see. What you doing there, Livong? Well, I got Livongo 150 call. Oh, loss was 110. This call that I sold him down a little bit looks like Livongo's flipping up. I was gonna try to ditch it. Yeah, I still got the VA tool up or the ROC up on the chart there, Mel. So yeah, we've been loosely talking about it for sure. Our Tesla's settling down a little bit. Earnings today are going to be very interesting. All right, so Snap getting up a little bit. Peloton maybe trying to start to go again as well. Zoom trying a little turnaround. Market at 0.6 is good. We're going to break our little trend here. We're still in that little trend on the NASDAQ. We break that, we could start to do some fun things. Although really weird though, because that everyone's banking on this. I think everyone's banking on this stimulus deal. That's the only thing keeping the markets afloat. Seems like at the moment, and it kind of makes sense with everything being what it is. I actually did some research about the pandemic and the Spanish flu, and they had a couple of bear markets in there. Yeah, but they didn't have printing technology back then, so they couldn't do what we did today and just print a ton of money. Wasn't possible. JD Restoration Hardware. Donkey Kong. Tesla. How's D-Dog doing? All right. Looks like trying to stabilize out above the 20-day. Got support of the 50-day for a while now. Starbucks was starting to look nice and stable, which is sometimes all you can ask for out of some of these things. Stable. Stability. What else is up here? Regeneron. Visa. Very stable at that 200 level. Been for a while. Yeah. $75. What's a really long-term Visa one? Yeah, Visa's on a very specific trajectory, though it looks like it may be slowing down. Depending on the strategy you want to take, there is a possibility to hold oops, the heck is that? PS, phase scores? What's that? Price pattern 4? Interesting. Yeah, so long term, I wonder where Visa could be headed here. Looking at maybe a 250. Wow, 250 out to 2 years from now. It's pretty good. $34. Probably try to get away with $32 on a call. And you're selling next week for 70 cents. Yeah, 30, 45 times, 45 weeks. 28. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Just saw your comment, Rob, on Visa. Hey, what's up, Ellie? 8.4 for the NASDAQ. Getting a little bit more froggy here today. All right, Livongo going for it. Let's go, Vongo. It did. Did you hold, Ellie? I was thinking about you earlier. Actually, we were talking about you. We're like, oh, I wonder if he held. Oh, the NASDAQ? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I guess the main question today is what do you do with your Tesla positions on earnings today? Trade Desk up 4%. Doesn't look like a big day, does it? I'm not quite sure I'm ready to jump in on this one. Zoom trying to bounce back too here after a loose test of the 10-day. Very loose. It's off by a bit. So Tesla's got earnings today. I can't even imagine what the options are. Well, I guess I can't imagine I have positions, but yeah, it is a pattern on an index. Actually, no, it's funny. Dan Zanger mentioned the S&P cup and handle, and he's bullish on it. So that gives me some confidence. Man, if this thing doesn't pop, it's gonna be all over the place. So I've got the 465, but I sold it Could close it right. I could just close that particular position. So I did do something yesterday in Tesla. Um, I added to my long September calls, my super long September calls, going out to 2022. I added to those. I did not reduce my. I have some more Tesla calls for January of this upcoming January. So I'm probably way too heavy in Tesla right now. But yeah, overall for sure, I think we're bullish in the XPI, but it's definitely rolling over at the moment. So we got a nice pop. It basically did its job. Did I pass the word? Well, you and Mel must be in the same class over there in Texas University. Yeah, well, we've been bullish. We haven't been like screaming to the hilltop bullish like Mel's been, but overall, we've been generally bullish. Just like I said, not swinging for the fences bullish. But yeah, BTC having a great day today. Riot also having a great day. Hey, I'm just now barely positive in Riot because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I got in this one late too. You're 50% up? Yeah. I should have just fucking. Yeah, what'd you get in down here? You got in before I did. I talked about it and never got in because I'm stupid. And you got in when I talked about it because you're not. Yeah, yeah, we talked about it way down there, so. Yeah. Yeah, and you were right about not doing the option. That was kind of dumb. I mean, it'll be smart if it goes up to like 8, but if it's not, then if it doesn't, then it wasn't worth it. I'm only up 8% and you're up 50. Ugh. Still learning the stuff, man. Every day. Yeah. Yeah, you were right. You're like, why are you buying option on a $2 stock? I'm like, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound very smart, does it? What's not a flat base? Riot? It's kind of a flat. I guess Wow. All the way down to 51 cents. 800% that would have been up. I know Riot almost seems a little bit, I don't want to say easy because it's not, but like Bitcoin longer term going up and then up into maybe even much higher prices, still may, like major high prices, still may be a ways out. But still, when you look at something like this, like a Riot, it's going to go up probably more than, well, obviously more than Bitcoin's going to go up. Then seems almost too easy. Like something's wrong with it. For instance, one negative here is we don't nearly have the volume that we had, but we did have a bunch of volume here, so or if it's just a thing. No, right, it is more useless. I didn't say it was useful. I'm just talking about the trade itself and the fact that it's going to go up based on BTC. I mean, BTC's up 4.5%. This thing's up 14. You know. So I got a decent position size in it, but I could probably get more. I don't know if I want to go full. Do we want to go full position on Riot? I don't know. Seems extra risky. Like extra risky. Twitter's up 8%. Twitter's actually maybe going for it. It's I think it's breaking out from this large, biggest ever double bottom base. Not sure about the volume though. Oh, Livongo backed away. You son of a bitch. That's okay. Yeah, it's funny. I've been kind of up and down recently, but then my trading balance is fine. So I can't complain too much. Trying to keep that even keel. But I just closed out like a $600 position, and then it reversed on me, and I got mad. Definitely not the end of the world. Trade Desk almost 5% now. Less than an iPhone. That's funny. Yeah. So what do you do about Tesla? Do we sell it through earnings? I'm gonna open my window. I guess I can. I guess I can chat while I do this. But yeah, I don't know what to. I don't know. I think I'm gonna close out my short call, which I'm up like 60% in, which is fine. It's a good gain too. That's not a tiny gain. That's a good gain. So I think closing that thing out is probably good. There's lots of stock positions too that I've got. Should close out the shorter ones maybe. Mel, do you remember the pie method? Just use the pie method, Mel. You don't have to think about it. It's easy. Easy. You can even do it on the shorter term there. Rob, you're way past $600. You're way past $600 trades. You just like mini trades. Yeah, Rob's gonna get $1 million account. How many positions you got? Well, I'm doing okay. I got about 150,000 positions. I can manage it. My spreadsheet's lagging the computer down, but it's doable. It's doable. I'm still not comfortable going to $800 positions. Really? It's $1 million. Yeah, I will have long shut up by then. So if you get to $1 million with 100 positions, I'm gonna switch to 100 positions. I'm switching. You don't gotta change anything. Yeah, right. Don't even bother with Google Sheets. Just JavaScript won't like that. JavaScript's like, all right, Nasdaq almost 1% now. Nice little rally today. Twitter up, Facebook, Trade Desk, VFF. What is this one? That looks super yummy. Weekly looks a little bit odd. JD, Peloton, Livongo. We'll see what happens with Livongo. EPAM, still poking at all-time highs. Sand, silver. Not sure if that's a bear flag or not. Donkey Kong coming back down to my trend line. Whoa, is that yesterday's volume? Geesh, look at that volume. Wow. That is great volume on DraftKings yesterday. Is this a breakout worth buying on Bitcoin? I just don't know. Well, I mean, we had our alert. our last alert was 11, was 10.5? 10.5. I haven't put another alert on here because and I said yesterday in the show, I'm like, it's just a little tricky up here. Um, but I'm scared to not be in Bitcoin. Oh, it's like Link popping up 7% now. Yeah, I'm kind of scared not to be in BTC based on based on the recent uptrend. So, I mean, technically it is a breakout. Actually, is it? It's not yet. It is not technically a breakout. I don't think. Super close. Looks like we double topped up there on the top of the head for sure. For sure. But it's not quite a breakout yet. Yeah, these ones that run up to the breakout point are always difficult. Are always difficult. Are you gonna add? Because you've already got a position on, but I know your position sizes are smaller. Yeah, well, you don't have to buy right now. Just wait and see as it's sitting up here. You got to see how it handles it. Just watch it. Just keep it on the side of your screen and let it do its thing. I mean, the good thing about BTC is yesterday we were a little bit off put by these red bars, but the inability to go lower is huge, off-putting these. Oh, well, I don't know your hedging strategy. I don't really hedge. I'm kind of an all-in, all-out type of a thing. Your friend who's living paycheck to paycheck ordered a Tesla. Oh gosh. Bring him in here so I can yell at him. I haven't had anyone to yell at for a long time. Did anyone get Andrew's email? I haven't yelled at Andrew in a while. Europe went crazy with sales. Why? Seems weird. Like all of a sudden they would just go crazy with sales. I've heard they're starting to close down again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up full self driving. They released beta full self driving. I wonder if anyone has any videos on it yet. Actually, I think to get the beta version, you have to agree to not do any press, so that we probably won't see anything. I like Electrek. We'll take a look at them. Extremely slow and cautious. So today's earnings you'll have to listen to the conference. Well, I'll listen to the conference call today. Maybe I'll do a live stream on it on the stocks channel. With Tesla? Well, if you have like really long-term bags, I'm gonna chop some of. I'm too heavy. I'm just too heavy for an earnings. I mean, I have until January, but if Tesla goes down like 10%, it's too much. It's just too much. I don't think I can handle that. Yeah, I'm already down in that position too on Tesla. It's actually not too bad because I sold that call. So I'm actually down not that much at all. You're pretty much at zero. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. It's hard to give it up, Ellie, to be honest with you, because if it does gap up, it may not come back. At the same time, I mean, we know it's going to come back at some point. So I guess the question is, how much of a position size do you have in terms of your account balance that you're comfortable with, and maybe just riding it. I don't know. It's is if you have like a 1 year to 2 year horizon, you're pretty heavy. Yeah, you could chop it. I mean, I don't know what's going to come out of the earnings that's going to cause this thing to gap up. I mean, who doesn't expect everything from Tesla? Right? When you look at Tesla, it should just be, oh, you should be giving us everything. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at actually let's do it on TradingView because their drawing stuff is better. I mean, all in all, Tesla looks really great here. Whoops, that's the wrong one. There we go. So yeah, first of all, Tesla does not look bad here. There's not this is not a bad accumulation pattern. You've got, I mean, ROC's down, Mel. Does that matter on a stock? Have you done ROC on stocks yet? ROC is going the wrong way, but this isn't a 6 hour chart. You have to go to a 6 hour chart, which is pretty much non-existent in the stock world, so it's probably not even much of a factor. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, from an earnings perspective, you really have no idea what to expect. So this base has already come down 35%. It could go to fill that out. If it does go to fill that out, you're down 22% with a really good potential buying opportunity. I'll back test it. I don't know if there's enough data. So it flips right here, the start of the cup and handle, and then it flips late right there. It does start going sideways there, flips there, then flips here. So yeah, it's a lagging, and it does okay. It's a little bit lagging, like you said. I think Tesla's moving as much as a crypto is. That's the problem here. This thing moves as fast as a crypto, and moving averages lag. Yeah, I know, but is the 6 hour valid on a stock chart though? Because it's only open for 6 hours a day. It may as well be a daily. I mean, it looks almost exactly the same. Just has an earlier. No, it's about the same. Had a pop up. You got a trend line break right there. It's actually pretty close to the same. Because the stock market's only open 6.5 hours a day. So it's basically a daily chart. At least in terms of the ROC tool. So yeah, I don't know. We could just stagnate up here for a while. It's hard to say. Yeah, I'm not going to dive too deep into that right now. So I think that's our prevailing trend line right now for Tesla. There looks like there's another one that's tighter, but it's probably not as important. Actually, we could adjust that as such. And yeah, I mean, so far everything says good. Nothing says bad. Damn, Litecoin up 11%. Good God, man. I don't know, nothing but good charting stuff here for Tesla. Like there's nothing, zero bad on this chart. If your theory is correct, MJ is going up, and so we should see the market sell off later today. Interesting. Oh, Mel, did you send me a chart? Oh yeah, there's my notification. Excuse me. Yeah, nice smell. Yeah, those do tend to be good buy points. So I don't know. I mean, Tesla, I'm not sure what can come out. I mean, the thing is just to like you said, identify what you're comfortable holding through, X correction. This thing does have a 22% potential to the downside. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay down there. You still have to understand, I think everyone and their mother is still super, super onto Tesla. Like, it's not even funny. So if it does go down, I can't imagine it's going to stay down for horrendously long periods of time. So let's look at this for a second, because I've got the option that I've got right now, my short-term option is to January. It's a 440. And I don't know if I saved my price target on that one. It was 600 for my 440 call. So that that would require a breakout. Can you guys hear the dog bark? It's about 30 feet outside of my window. It's pretty loud. Super well on KOIN. Is that a stock? You didn't hear it? Good. I love this RTX voice thing. Yeah, so my theory was that we would kind of break out here and start to run. Maybe it'll do that after earnings, but if it doesn't, this may just fall apart. I don't know. So my break even is basically 520, 510. My break even is 510. Okay. Yeah, so that's my break even point, 510. So this thing dumps. I'm going to be super far from that 510. Let's say this thing gets down to 330. Let's say this thing settles down here around 370. I wonder what the that's about 50 bucks lower, 55 bucks lower. I wonder what that's going to be worth. Going down 55 bucks. So it's going to go down to about the $30 level from the 54. So that's not good at all. All right, so I may close my short-term calls. Yeah, I think I'm going to close my short-term calls. Like I said yesterday, I did buy 2 longer-term calls, which maybe I'll add more to those. But that's already, uh, yeah, that already puts me pretty heavy. I'm like half my account in Tesla. It's just too much. It's too much. So I'm going to trim before earnings. Maybe we saw good earnings, we saw bad earnings. I still have that very long-term Tesla position. I think that's perfectly fine to hold through earnings. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So if you guys don't want to hold through that, if you guys don't have like a year-long time horizon, if you're holding Tesla, it's probably better off just to exit before earnings. You never know what's going to happen. Now, all the technicals are good. There's nothing technically bad with Tesla. Um, a drop lower would just be another reason to buy more. So even if deliveries are bad, you know, all that stuff, I think would just be another reason to buy more. But that's what I'm going to do. All right. I just saw NVIDIA. Was I scrolled down? So Snap's now up 30%. Snap is continuing. Man, how... Wow, they made a penny? What? They made a penny. That means that's a 30% price bump? That's amazing. Wow, to 40 from 29 at BofA Securities. I already looked at KG. I did not like it at all. That is not a falling wedge, Rob, by the way. This would be a falling wedge. Here's your uptrend, here's your falling wedge. I mean loosely. But you don't get a falling wedge at a bottom falling lower. You don't have a falling wedge teetering over a cliff. So I don't know. I'm I don't know. I only thought about it over here via the run. Never did anything, but that was the last time I even thought about it. If you're lucky. If you're lucky. But you gotta be pretty lucky. You gotta be pretty lucky in that one. Uh, look, this is one you're just hoping one day for a 200% pop, and then hopefully it goes up from there. That's pretty much. Do you break the bottom? Well, it looks like it would break the bottom. It doesn't have a lot of room to go though. Yeah, but BTC wasn't it 2 cents. BTC was at 6K. It had room to go down. Every time this thing drops, it's going to be a much larger percentage than if Bitcoin drops, whatever amount. I mean, I don't know how heavy you are in this thing. I mean, if you really like it that much, add a little bit. I don't know. I'm not touching it though. It's not my thing, Rob. This is your thing. This ain't my thing. Yeah, this is definitely not my thing. Like I can't do this again. I used to do this. And I just can't. I just can't. I'd rather be looking at things going up than just like mentally grinding on KG for years. Just too much mental overhead. Too much mental overhead. Yeah, did I show you my long-term position? I think I showed you my long-term position that I had. It doesn't even have a stock symbol anymore. It's just a number. 6780610 That's the number for what used to be Oil Sands Quest. And I don't even know why that turned into a long-term position. I don't even know. I had another one that was ITKG that I finally eventually sold. This was a very long-term position one. Yeah, this is super low. Yeah, you can probably get it at your broker, ITKG. Oh yeah, Mel, on Bitcoin? Bigger double top. Well, the volume would kind of imply that, at least on the smaller time frames. Daily today's looking pretty good. We got about 10 hours left to go. And we should have it's setting up for Pocket Pivot Day today. It's setting up for Pocket Pivot, but yeah. Oh, the grayscale chart? Gotcha. I don't know. I'd stick with your 14 on BTC. Looking like we're gonna get that follow through day though in Bitcoin. That's excellent. Excelente. Market 0.9%. Snap up 30. Solid 30. Looks like it's gonna continue. Holy bejesus. Ghost Snapchat. I guess they're just waiting to put their money somewhere. GBTC, Facebook, Trade Desk. Trade Desk having a good day today, up almost 5%. It's electric everything, Rob. Everything is going to be electric. Everything. You're not going to be able to buy a gasoline truck. They'll still have some diesels, I'm sure, and stuff like that, just because diesel does a specific job. But diesel is worse than gasoline in terms of emissions. But they don't give a shit about emissions. It's just about sales. You looking nice? I still like you. I still like you. Just because no one else likes you, I still like you. Don't worry about them. A crawler mode? I don't know. You added, Mel? All right. Go for it. You're welcome, Rob. NFE, another new high. Look at that thing, man. Jeesh. I don't even know what that does. No idea what NFE does. LAD, Roku, Sandstorm. Also have no idea what they do. Casa, MED, Signature Bank of New York, Foot Locker. There's MJ. Ton of volume right there. Remember the pop? Remember the pop here? Yeah. Now we're like 30% lower. Another big pop right here. I do like the volume signature. I kind of do like me some MJ down here. SLV trying to curl up. Ooh, DraftKings down here, guys. If you guys are looking for a support buy, there's a DraftKings support buy. Yeah, underneath the 50-day. That's not too bad at all. Really high volume day yesterday. Kind of a nothing candle. Keep an eye on this for a curl up. You could find a pretty nice trade on DraftKings if it's gonna keep going. I mean, I don't like the red volume, but this last one was likely some accumulation. Oh, lockup on expiration? Oh, 1020. Is that what it was? So they sold someone sold a bunch of shares on DraftKings. Yeah. Maybe give it a little bit. That was selling pressure. But yeah, look for some bullish action in DraftKings and then could potentially ride that bitch back up to the high of like 60 or something. Actually, looks like it's over 60. November 13th. All right. That's earnings. Class A 1.7 million share block placed by Morgan Stanley. Yeah, so from 64 to 42. That's like almost a 50% drop, isn't it? 32. Oh no, it's not close. No. 33% drop though. That could be an interesting one down here. Retesting the breakout point. Actually, it's even undercut the breakout point. Huh. Livongo. I may have to go back and reshort my position. $148. Wait, what did I just sell off? Damn it. Yeah, let's let it go. Let's let it go. No need to nitpick that one. All right, market 0.65, selling back here a little bit. I think I'm going to bounce here in a bit, guys. Yeah, it's really a BTC world right now. Right up 14%. GBTC up 7. GBTC isn't even quite up here to this this high up here to about 15. We're a little bit away from that. Bitcoin getting pretty froggy right now. Bitcoin's really the play at the moment. Oh yeah, there we go. 7% now. 7% for Bitcoin. So very good there. Very good. Yeah, right up 14. So go Bitcoin. Probably bodes good for the market that Bitcoin's actually having a good move out. You definitely could argue that, I think. Well, if we're getting the follow through day, it's pretty legit, Mel. I mean, a follow through day is, I mean, it's already at follow through day right now. Last time I looked at it, it was just under. It was like 4.5. Now we're at 7. So it's a move. Link's up 10%. Litecoin doing good there too. Yeah, yeah. I'm liking a lot of these BTC derivative plays. BTCS, is that in here? That's probably not related to Bitcoin. It's an over the counter thing. Digital assets portfolio. Digital assets, huh? Nice, Ellie. Nice. I would agree with that. Oh, so they do hold some stuff. Okay. Wow. The fair market value of the company's assets has increased 285% to 1 million in the second quarter. So it's some kind of an ETF. They hold ETH and BTC. About BTCS, one of the first U.S. publicly traded companies focused on digital assets and blockchain. Additional digital assets to provide investors with indirect ownership of digital assets that are not securities, such as Bitcoin and Ether. We tend to acquire digital assets through open market purchases. We're not limiting our assets to a single type of digital asset and may purchase a variety of digital assets that appear to benefit our shareholders, subject to the limitations of the Investment Act of 1940. We're also internally developing digital asset analytic platform. Companies also seeking to acquire controlling interest in business in the blockchain industry. More information, visit blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Ooh, fancy water droplet. Doesn't this screams invest, right? I've never heard of them before. They're kind of flying under the radar, up 12% today. They've been around for a while and have definitely changed their business. Unless they've been around from 2010, but their Bitcoin performance doesn't show that. So pretty sure that's not how that worked. It's probably some dude that got IPO'd somehow and just. Huh. Weird. All right. Well, that's an interesting one, Rob. That's interesting. BTCS. So I don't know when they started their BTC buying stuff, but Up 12% today. This is a weird one. Like maybe it's so far under the radar to finally get a good pop. Because maybe more people will find it. $500,000 of funding. So their job is to hold digital assets. How convertible note financing and applying for a $42,000 loan through the CARES Act. This is back in April. Interesting. It's interesting. I don't know if it's going to be worth anything, but it's definitely interesting. All right, anything change? How's Donkey Kong doing down here? Do we need to jump back on some Donkey Kong? Jumping back on Donkey Kong. That's a lot of volume right there. Tesla bouncing? Yeah, a little bit. I'm a little intrigued by the Donkey Kong trade. What do you think, Ellie? It seems to come down a bit. I mean, a ton of volume down here. I don't like that. But yesterday's volume with really, I mean, it's the biggest one with no price progress to the downside. What's the support on a trend line? It'd be a trend line support. Also with big bottoming patterns down here. I usually don't buy this. No, I usually don't. I have. I bought Tesla this way. Oh, sure it is. There's one right there. Got chopped around a little bit, but yeah, I bought Tesla off of a kind of a similar bounce type of scenario. Of course, I kind of predetermined the point where I wanted to buy. Head and Shoulders, maybe loosely. So implied down to 32 if that is a Head and Shoulders. So anyway, maybe if we rally along the trend line for a little bit, it'll get a little more intriguing. NIO's still killing it up there. Come on, NIO, I'm trying to catch you. You're like a freaking leprechaun. All right, fair enough. Look at NIO, man. Talk about something you shouldn't let go. Look at that thing. That's settled down since that massive JP Morgan pop. Oh, you still got it? Good. Thinking about selling it? I don't know. No, don't sell it. This thing looks great. I'm thinking about buying it at some point. Well, Tesla. I mean, if you're happy with a 10% drop, then cut your position in half and just leave it like that. Probably. If I mean, if you've got over a year exposure, there's probably very little risk in Tesla. I mean, at a minimum, it'll come back to where it is today. You know, if it chops around here, I mean, it'll be back up towards this level. Where it's not like, it's not like we're sitting in like parabolic. We're not parabolic right now, is what I'm trying to say. We're not parabolic into earnings. That could be a disaster. But definitely a pullback into this low, which is about 20% lower. So, and I out 1300, maybe. Dude, 1300, Ellie, you're doing pretty good to go from 28 to 1300. That's not bad right there. I like that. All right, let's put 1300% in stock shed. They have options out to 2023, Ellie, so I could yeah, that would only be 700%. Oh, that's to 130. 1300's 11,000%. That's better. As much as 12,000%. So, gallon of milk cost $100. Jeesh. Wow, that is some hyperinflation. You better buy your wheelbarrows now, or just Bitcoin, considering that that's the answer to all the world's problems. And right, blockchain's up 15% today. So argue with me that's not the case. Okay, just argue with me. I dare you. Look at that. Bitcoin's up 6.5%. Of course, it's the answer to the world's problems. There's no doubt. All of them. You want to solve world hunger? Bitcoin. Your wife's got cancer? Bitcoin. That's the answer, okay? Answer to everything. It's called being a Bitcoin maximalist. Oh, your house is on fire? Bitcoin. It's the answer to everything. Hopefully, no one's wife has cancer. My apologies if she does. She's allowed to slap me. So, how am I mean? It's called a joke, Ellie. Have you heard of it? It's called a joke. You want to see a joke? Here, look at this website. Also, a joke. See, look at this. This website. Pretty much a joke. Look, I can't even see what that says right there. I can infer it says interviews. See? Gosh. Gosh. A bad website from 2007. I think that's why they made it like this, so it gives them credibility in the fact that they've been around for so long. That's right. They probably also have their Netscape plugin. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good day. Hold the market up for me. I'd appreciate it. And let's have Tesla go to the moon. And I think I will be doing that live stream later today for the Tesla earnings call. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So, all right, guys, have a good day. Stay safe out there. I will see you in the Crypto Power Hour for the Bitcoin Power Stream 2000. Bitcoin Power Stream 2000. All right, guys, I'll see you later.